Alright, let's see where I am. Can I at least be top 5? Of course not. Why did it match with all these faster drivers? Alright. And say that guy had a faster qualifying lap than me. I figured he was faster, that's why he was able to gain on me. But then he was prone to making mistakes at certain corners. And of course, if I'm showing you this race, you haven't seen my last race, because my last race was awful compared to this one. And so you won't know what I'm talking about. Oh well. Hey guys, what's up? It's Terradog. Welcome back to GT Sport. For today's race, we are at the Goodwood circuit in Group 3 race cars. Well, last time I did qualify in 3rd, but I made a bunch of mistakes and dropped down to 6th. Say I made a bunch of mistakes. I also got shoved off a couple times, but I also made a bunch of mistakes. Just really dumb mistakes. There isn't a lot here in terms of like real visual references. You're kind of just looking for the rumble strip at the apex, and then when you can see it, you kind of just brake and pray. Now the question is, should I continue with that strat or go for the no stop? The last time the person who won, no, he didn't go for a no stop. He stopped very late. It looked like he was trying to go for a no stop, messed up his fuel strat, and then pitted in like lap 10 or something like that. I know this is really late for a track review or anything like that, but I still wanted to get this out. You know, like 3 weeks or so late. But yeah. So here we go. Bit of traction control, get a decent launch. Very nice that car goes it immediately. Oh man, it's freaking ping pong in here. So as you can see, I'm off to a pretty good start. Already gained 2 positions. 2 or 3. I think 3 positions for free, pretty much. Just out of turn 1. Coming out mostly unscathed. Yeah, 3 positions. Okay. So up here we see the pink carb ahead. He goes off. I'm worried that he's going to make an unsafe recovery, but I managed to get around it okay. We're up into P9. A little bit sideways on the entry. Now you'll look to see I'm about a second away from the car ahead. I'm trying to gain on him. I'm trying so hard to gain on him. I want to get into that slipstream. I'm not in slipstream when the car behind is. So not the ideal situation. I don't want to defend just yet because I'm still trying to move ahead. So if he passes, okay. If not, then oh well. There's the chicane of death. And there's that Landon guy. He was giving me trouble in the previous race that I totally did not record. And we are now in slipstream. So now it's P7 as well, also for pretty much for free. Just on the merit of not making mistakes. Right, we are in the slipstream of P6. Not quite, actually. Just barely trying to hang on to it. almost killed myself just there. Alright. Let's go. Saving a little bit more. A little too heavy on the brake there. That's okay, I'm still comfortably ahead of the car behind. There's another thing, just maintain pace. Just maintain pace, everything will be fine. And remember, I'm fuel saving, so I'm going to drop back probably a little bit. Especially if the car in front is not fuel saving. It does feel weird, the subtle change in the rhythm. The reduction of speed coming into a corner when you're fuel saving. Alright, don't want to save too much more. Because if I fall back too far, I won't really be able to challenge the car in front. Man, there's some top 10, almost top 10 time from the leader. So yeah. We're very much up against faster drivers here. I could have taken advantage of that rotation, gotten some good speed out of the corner. Oh well. Oh, certainly just saw him crash into the wall. Yeah, I'm gaining. He did mess up. Just not enough for me to capitalize on it. But I was about to go back to fuel saving again, thinking its position was hopeless. And that corner is faster than it looks. And now we can go back to fuel saving. Actually, no, I'm pitting this lap. Pitting this lap, so I want to go fast. Yeah, I'm close to the car behind the car in front. I just want to go fast at this point. That was annoying. I saw that good split. A little over half second faster than my best. I was like, alright, let's see how fast I can go. And, nope, that was a bad idea. The first race was definitely more exciting than this one. Now I'm just in the middle of no man's land. Even if it was just a frustrating mess. No one's pitting. You know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Let me go for that. Let me go for that undercut. That was the end of lap 7 and not the end of lap 6. Yeah, that's the end of lap 7. Okay. Should have underfueled just a little bit. Oh well. I overfueled instead. So as you can see, I've come out in P14, one position below where I started. Now this isn't as bad as it looks because everyone else still has to pit. So I will, over time, regain these positions without too much trouble. Alright, now as I come into this corner up here, we're going to take a look at the leaderboard on the left there. There's some weird glitchy behavior. Now you see nobody disconnects or anything, but all of a sudden everyone in the bottom 5 shifts down a position. And you can clearly see there's still 17 drivers, so I don't know what's going on there, but it's just some weird glitchy nonsense that I didn't notice before. Seems like I can drive a little bit more aggressively, or I have the fuel to do so anyway. So there's 1, there's 2 in the pit. There's another one, so I'm up to P12. Rolling up on P11. Now I have fresh tires, so I can take the corners with a bit more speed. But if you were paying attention, you would have noticed I probably didn't really need to change tires, but I didn't really think about that at the time. So it was only very little tire wear before. That was some tricky, tricky maneuvering there. Messing with the fuel trim while braking and steering. Ooh, that's an iffy line through there. I guess he was lost and didn't know where pit road was. And I'm back to P7. Alright, so now up into 7th. I can't remember if that's better or worse than where I was before I pitted. It's the same. leader has gone for an interesting strat. Never quite the overcut. And the marbles, that's no good. Great. Of course I mess up on the most important corner of the track. Give me that apex, please. All right. That was strong. Guess you know, lack the straight line speed though. That corner felt awful, and yet... Okay. Maybe it was. Split seemed to indicate otherwise. Alright. Fuel's gonna be tight if I don't start saving. Okay, that's hilarious. I started saving and I pull away quite a decent margin. A little conservative on that chicane. Alright, 3 laps to go. I'm gonna get that saving up again. See, one thing I don't like is if I mess with the MFD, I have to look away from the track and look at the MFD display. That was a bit redundant. But anyway, I have to look at the MFD while I'm manipulating it. Gotta change settings. Pretty sure I just passed one that was in the pit. Guess it was a back marker. Or something glitching out. Right, 2 laps. Okay. So the final lap I will not feel safe at all. Finished here in 7th, which is actually quite decent. Quite a decent performance. So as long as things go well, I'll finish with only one major mistake. Not a massive setback. And quite an improvement in position. Yep, there's a car back there that's just doing wheelies or got hydraulics going or whatever in the pit. Oh, looks like someone ran out of gas. Or not. No, I will not move over for you. You were slow, so I'm passing you. Just about in this guy's slipstream. That was a stupid move you made right there. Alright, so a lot just happened in a very short period of time, and then the game determined that I was at fault, so I wanted to take another look at this incident and see if that truly is correct. Maybe you can be the judge. Alright, so we are approaching what is effectively the final corner of the final lap, and I say that because it's the last part of the track where it will be possible for cars to go side by side, as there is a chicane immediately following this corner. I think for a moment about late braking, sticking to the outside, maybe trying to squeeze him to the apex a little bit, and getting a better run out of the corner to get into the chicane first, but that doesn't work because he's inched ahead. Now we're into the braking zone. He serves across in front of my car, and as we approach his first apex, he turns sideways and presents a huge obstacle for me, and then there is contact. He dips off into the grass, and he is done. He's gone. Alright, so now let's look at that one more time from my perspective. Alright, so once again, we are side by side now. At this point, all he has to do is hold his inside line, maybe brake a little bit earlier because he's on an inside line, and I'll have to brake a little bit earlier as well because to give him space because he'll be next to me, and I'll be taking a different line than the race line, obviously. So we would be side by side, and then he would just have the advantage and be in front of me as we come out of the corner. Of course, that's not the case. We come into the braking zone, and for whatever reason, he decides to maneuver over in front of me after we have started braking, giving me no chance to avoid the impending accident, the impending collision at this point, because he did not do the overtake properly. So we have to trail off the brake a little bit to make the cars turn, and his goes sideways. And I clearly, I've done all I can. I'm about to go off the course myself, trying to avoid him, and then there's contact, which drops my momentum just enough that I can make the corner as if everything was normal and I'm perfectly on the apex. But he goes off track. That was a stupid move you made right there. And then this guy appears to run out of gas at the last moment of the race. Pretty sure I managed to not make contact with him, but I think, yeah, maybe I did make light contact, but he was already sideways. I wasn't expecting him to go sideways there. I didn't feel anything in my wheel at the moment of contact. I heard a slight tap, but because I didn't feel anything in my wheel. I really wasn't sure. There wasn't a whole lot I could do with the amount of time I had to react. He was just right there on my bumper in the braking zone. He went from next to me to on my bumper. He just crossed in front of me. I was not expecting that. But look at that. I went up 8 positions. So that was a fantastic race, actually. And that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.